Welcome to the Season 40 Championship match, League Championship match between Mic Qsenoch and nasmith99. I am joined here joined by, whatever, Xerix, who can say something.
Hi everyone, I'm Xerix. I'm here joining Tracer for what he just said that we're watching.
Let's see, we're going into here with Mick leading by 5, so he needs to win a grand total of 1 game to claim the championship, whereas Nasmith needs to run off at least 5.5 wins. So, although we'll be expecting Mick to, win the whole thing early, we'll be here for 6 games regardless. And here's our first board.
Looks like goon stuff. Draw's pretty weak.
Yeah, draw here is cavalry, which might encourage. It might encourage people to be doing bad things. Just to buy cavalry and don't buy anything else.
You can also buy some rats. You can scrap rats, and that's draw. It's not the world's greatest draw, but vineyards look like they could turn out to be pretty good here because it's a little difficult to get a lot of goons in play. You'll certainly have a lot of action cards in your deck.
I think I do like starting something like a scrap rats.
Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable to me to do scrap rats. I don't think scrap cavalry is bad either. It goes with the monastery.
Monastery on 2. No, on the 4. Huh. I guess that's looking...
it seems...
Well, here it works just great, so...
It goes for the rats.
You can take a silver horse out of this and be pretty happy.
You can also do coin horse by border guard.
That's true.
Yeah, you can do card horse by border guard and then draw your other estate and not be able to buy border guard.
I don't know if border guard's actually better than the silver here right now, given that you want to be kind of reaching price points. A silver border guard is unexpected, maybe.
Yeah, I really thought take a horse for sure there.
Do horse, card horse. I kind of expect this is just a border guard if you're doing this rats route.
Yeah, I would agree. I think taking the monastery is necessary. You figure you're buying cavalry this turn.
Yeah, it's true. It's going to be putting a rat's scrap into the shuffle, which does give monastery quite a bit of appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So Smith want to see Smith, I don't think particularly wants a cavalry here. I'm not sure.
Well, you get cavalry, you draw 2 coppers, you get another border guard. I mean, that seems pretty nice.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't actually trigger the shuffle. Somehow I was thinking it would, and that would be no good. 2 cards there. Yeah, cavalry this turn after playing the rats looks great for Mick.
I don't think he needs the monastery, but it would have been okay.
I would rather see probably a second scrap there. Okay. This just takes rats. Just keeps looking in border guards. Have to imagine you want to do something that'll get you back to this rats next turn. Monastery. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think he needs it so much.
Yeah, I imagine the start of this turn for Mick is going to be scrapping this rats, in which case I would be really looking in this next shuffle to get back to a rats to play.
Mm-hmm. Although, I mean, he doesn't have to start by scrapping the rats. Could play the border guard first and potentially the rats too.
Yeah, that's true. It starts by playing the rats, so I guess this is going to be targeting scrapping an estate.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is making me really possibly prefer that this monastery or a border guard given what's left in the deck.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a great monastery turn if he had any junk to actually get rid of with the monastery.
Yeah, he just takes the copper even.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably just going to be for card action. Back on this side, we're probably going to see a scrapped rats here. Next big thing for Nasmith is getting up to goons to sort of shut the more junked deck, or more junky deck down.
Mm-hmm.
Seems somewhat difficult for Mick to be reaching a goons of his own through that.
Yeah, Mick doesn't have a silver yet, which makes it a little tricky for sure.
Yeah.
This can take a copper here. Good games, which sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. I guess I could also imagine taking the monastery and playing cavalry, clearing out 2 coppers. Yeah. That's not feeling much better than goons. That's what he's doing. Yeah. That's true. Mixed deck is looking increasingly like a rat-filled mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to take a second scrap. On the other hand, something like goons here would be just absolutely horrible for Mick to be seeing. think.
Yeah, there's some chance Mick can get to 6. Got another horse down there.
Make sure your deck has 6. Well, now it will. What's this, like, action, silver, horse? Yeah. I don't know, absolutely. I guess the rest of Mick's deck is what, like 3 rats and a scrap and some stuff.
Yeah, bunch of rats.
Possibly a lot more stuff than I was thinking. Like 3 rats and 4 stuffs.
No, it's one of them's the second scrap, and there's 3 coppers. I feel like Mick should have scrapped the rats before triggering.
I don't know that I would want more rats in there, but
No, I just mean to get the silver and shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Before the shuffle, before the second horse play, sure. I agree that this one looks a little bit difficult to reach whatever number you want to.
Mm-hmm. Should be able to get to 6 here. Pull up the other 2 coppers and stop.
Put rats into his hand. So Mick's probably, well, I guess this got there. Though it's not a great top deck.
No, you might.
Can't imagine.
I mean, it seems kind of reasonable to play the rats and kill the monastery.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fine against humans.
Do you want to kill rats here? Yeah, I think you want to kill rats here. Only leave 2 bad things on top, which you'll discard anyways. Nasmith probably wants to take in another cavalry here. Yeah, 1.5 or 1. It's really hard to say with him still having rats around, actually.
I mean, the question is how much does having the rats around help him, which is some amount.
Yeah. I imagine Naismith's buys here is just something like Workers' Village Cavalry. Well, I guess it could also be Workers' Village Goons if you end up scrapping this monastery for a silver.
Yeah, I would aim for Workers' Village Goons. That sounds good to me.
I guess Mick's probably pretty certain to find these goons. But there's probably still an ability to draw there.
Yeah, he's got, what, 3 horses?
Yeah, so this is working up towards Workers' Village goons for Nasmith.
Yeah, with 10 you can take a cavalry.
You could do
You won't feel like being really daring.
goons cavalry and play goons, and then not have enough terminals by any stretch next turn.
Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it.
I'm gonna go do it.
Looks like he's going for it.
And now it's just gonna be Workers' Village cavalry.
Yeah. I guess that way you get to top deck the horses.
Yeah.
Or no, you don't.
No, you don't. So it's just gonna go for the draw. Which is fine. I'll make me just goons at least. Though. It comes without playing this cavalry.
Yeah, that's his problem, is that his next turn is not going to be one that have all horses again. Taking card action coins silver.
Imagine needing the coin for something. It's been calculated out.
Guess the idea is to try and get
So this is some amount of coin and horse. Yeah. Alright. Trash the monastery.
gets a free lantern here.
I guess this is a choice between, like, play goons and buy a pair of workers' villages, maybe, or could have played cavalry and bought barracks. Play goons and buy barracks, okay.
Yeah, if barracks is actually better than workers' village is kind of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think 2 workers' villages is definitely better than barracks border guard. Like, it's not
For sure.
like,
It's
keep
one,
needing terminal space.
it's one more point, it must be better. think as nasmith here you want to be sort of trying to increase money this turn. You're producing about the same as Mick, right?
Yeah, Naismith has 10 right now. Each of
Mick was at 8.
Naismith has 4 silvers. So
with the scrap rats, that turns into 10 quickly.
So here you can do play goons by like workers, village, cavalry.
Have 3 cavalry. Sounds reasonable. This will be way up on draw, but it's continuing to not really have the coinage that maybe you want.
I mean, you could scrap cavalry, I guess. That's not really.
Yeah, that's more of a next turn move.
Well, I mean, I guess you just play them all. You have 6 horses, and the next turn you can do something like goons cavalry.
Yeah. No, I would be buying copper. Scrapping the silver is saying that a horse is better than a border guard, which I can deal with. This is not the most favorable hand for Nasmith to get hit with a goons.
Mm-hmm. You should be.
I think he can probably draw back around, but
Yeah, I wouldn't be unhappy to start with the 3 horses. Like, you're pretty much guaranteed to draw around, considering that you can buy cavalries.
that's true. Nick is behind on... yeah, mostly just the draw, which is a kind of big deal on a board with goons, but...
He's also behind on villages, which is
also a big deal on a board with goons. Just behind, yeah, sure. And this is going to be Workers' Village Cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, there's a border guard on top, isn't there? So surely just leave that. They are greening. See, they're buying things and their points are going up. I'd be playing these border guards a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I doubt it matters. Good as deck composition.
Yeah, so easily gets back around. Guys states.
I mean, it's like plausible if the game was close, but it's not. So I don't think anyone's going to click on any green cards this game.
If there's any green cards that are going to get clicked on, it's maybe even just Vineyard. Because I don't know. I can't imagine it.
I mean, the game just piles on Cavalry Board, probably Workers' Village. There's no reason not to pile all those things.
Probably about time for Nasmith to be thinking about a second Goons.
Yeah. I mean, it could pile on rats. You could do the auto pile thing easily.
Yeah, I suppose you have 12. You just
buy
2 of them in a cavalry and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nasmith, you can scrap a cavalry here. If the plan is to buy Goons.
You can also just scrap horse.
You want to play these cavalries. There's another cavalry in there, so if you're buying Goons this turn with the intention of playing it immediately, which maybe you don't want to anyways. You may as well ditch one of them.
I think I prefer not to scrap them. Hold on, and just not play the Goons, or not play the second Goons.
It's just going to be more Workers' Village cavalry here. And probably another Workers' Village, and that'll open up the Goons cavalry next turn. Guess in terms of ways that Mick catches up here, it's something along the lines of Nasmith draws a hand of 5 silvers.
Yeah, well, he can't even do that. I mean, he's buy cavalry out of that. It's true. It's like he draws a hand of 5 cavalries.
Draws a hand of 5 silvers after cavalry is empty, at which point the game's over anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, this seems pretty over, yeah, it's just over.
It's moving along towards an inevitable conclusion. I think that's what I said in the Quarantine Cup yesterday. I can quote myself. That's interesting. Since it's my video, we'll not bother muting this. I'm not an alt.
Good, it gives everyone in chat something to talk about while tries to figure out his ads.
Yeah, it's really depend on some horrible draw. Which I guess with one horrible draw you can probably make it up, so...
Yeah, I mean, he needs to play aggressively towards that, I guess.
Yeah. So this might be like another Workers' Village Cavalry pair, so it's just doing the things Naismith was doing 2 or 3 turns ago. No, I don't think any vineyards.
Mick misses the chance to put the horses on top there.
Yeah, that could have been one horse at least. Could have been one horse and a border guard, for that matter.
Yeah. Oh, 3 horses.
Three horses. Two horses and a border guard.
Right, yeah. 2 horses. There we go.
There we are.
2 horses and a border guard is like where you want to line up. Isn't it? That matters too much beyond that.
Naismith's moving through this pretty fast, so he's probably feeling like he's doing pretty well here.
Yeah, I assume he just figures out what Mick can do next turn and just lowers to that threshold.
Yeah. Although, he can't just, go lowering stuff. There's not that much money. I think I'd like...
Yeah, I mean, he can grab,
Although I think I just...
2 cavalry, some stuff.
Still trying to figure out how to push a second goons and all. Maybe it's just not necessary.
It really doesn't seem necessary,
It'll be something...
It's not doing anything for you more than silver is, really.
It'll be something Mick is going to have to do, is push the second goons in.
Yeah.
But I don't think piles are that sketchy. They're still 2 or 3 turns out, aren't they?
I don't think so. I think Smith is just going to look to set it up for his next turn. Right now, it costs...
12 or 14 in a turn. Yeah, I guess 2 turns.
Yeah.
Messenger, okay. There's a thing we've forgotten. Or I've forgotten.
Yeah, so it's 22. So that's easy for Naismith to get to a point where he can do that next turn.
Do that next turn, sure.
And it helps $2 if you get to play the messenger.
Well, if you're doing the rats pile out, I don't think you're looking at Messenger. Messenger is more for the other one. Just the Cavalry Workers Village Border Guard.
I mean,
I don't know that any of it's happening this turn.
what can Nasmith get up to? Yeah. He's a 12.
It can be up to, 15?
Yeah, a little bit more than that, since you can draw bought coppers.
Bought coppers 17 plus a messenger 19-ish.
Yeah. Seems a little bit short still.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't need an estate. That's, not necessary.
Looks like this is just a next turn setup, which is fine. Take something like 2 workers' villages. Is that dangerous? Yeah, that seems pretty dangerous.
I don't know. Mick really doesn't have very much money.
I would not be giving Mick a rats. And I also don't really understand buying rats this turn.
I mean, I guess the thought is just that Mick could empty cavalries.
Yeah, if you do anything else. No, I don't like those buys.
Yeah.
I feel like if Mick empties cavalries, you can just win in some other way, like messenger 2 workers' villages, buy a workers' village and 3 border guards.
Yeah, no, he's got a payload. Nice to empty in that state.
So I don't think Mick has any chance of emptying cavalries and ending the game too, so...
Yeah, no, I mean, Mick can maybe empty cavalries, but I don't think he can do anything.
My fear of giving
Mick a little bit.
My fear of giving Mick a rats is that it just reduces stuff by $4. Might be a unfounded fear.
I mean, giving Mick a rats just gives him something nice to play his scrap on. Like, there's no need to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could give him a rats out. He's still too far away. Like, he's got, one more silver, maybe? And that's just it. That's his deck.
So... Nasmith needs the second goons. Mick really does need the second goons. He just can't get, I guess. So Mick's just hoping for some sort of dud that maybe can't happen. No, I don't think there's any amount of scoring for Mick that helps. Is the issue. Well, Mick sees it, he just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. Like,
Yeah. This is a little bit nervous.
well, I think you play rats, and
Well,
you don't really care if you trash the scrap.
You're going to be wanting to buy cavalry anyways, so why not messenger one now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best move. It isn't. It can be.
I mean,
we can make it one of the 3 piles.
no one's holding a gun to your head. I mean, where his village is lower, but cavalry comes with like free 2 cards, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, you take like messenger cavalry here, you will have the money. So just needs the messenger here. And I guess to draw. Minor detail. Let's see, it's just 2 cards.
Looks like just the one.
Worse. Messenger. Buy the border guards first if you want. Alright. So Nasmith takes the first game out of the 5.5 needed. And on to a second that Mick gets to start. Which features Urchin pretty prominently.
It's pretty urchin-y.
It's a question of whether you open like Urchin Cut Purse, Urchin Tormentor. One of the cool things about Urchin Tormentor is that if you collide them, you do get an imp too.
One of the less cool things about it is that you
Are down the
ruin your
card.
life with the Boro. I would do, I think. I don't know if I even want the cut for some. I just want double large.
I don't think I want the cut purse. I think I like the Tormentor. Yeah. We'll see. On the 4/3, Urchin looks a lot better, because you don't want to be double borrowing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Guess we'll... Mick takes the cut purse.
This looks like a really good spot for CV. Try and flip his shuffle.
Yeah. Or just CV for, general CV purposes.
Yeah, sure. But it's extra good because you can just flip it.
Ah, famine. What a useless hex.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Naismith will get the imp, so that's good news on that side.
Take second mercenary. Here's Mick. I think I do.
Yeah, I think I would. Alright, CV on that side. Plague is not actually one that you particularly want to be seeing.
No.
I would guess they take the second cursed village right now, and that'll be the last one. Past that, it's just going to be farming.
Mm-hmm. Mick pretty sad here. Work bottom deck.
That was also just a kind of a fantastic sequence for Naismith being able to discard 2 coppers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got the CV on bottom, so you may as well borrow here and take farming, I guess.
Yeah. I think a second CV this early is going to be better than almost anything else you can do.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the next buy is most likely a ranger.
Mm-hmm. Someone buys Humble, it'll open up the changeling printing machine.
That's right. You can buy Humble for -2 points.
-1 point.
1
yeah,
point.
that's 2. That's 3,
1,
yeah.
2. I wonder if Mick might take the ranger here.
Seems reasonable-ish.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
War track is the cut first, which is
probably fine with.
It might even be positive.
Yeah, I mean, you need the buy. You're not playing this board without buy, so getting rangers.
No, I wouldn't prefer Ruin Market. I think eventually you're doing treasures. It's just Cursed Village at the start. Although I guess if you had like a Ruined Market available, you might not be doing treasures. The ranger kind of pushes that.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's that tough a discard. Yeah. I'm a little bit surprised at this third Cursed Village.
I think it's okay. Like, you're still going to be getting attacked for some time.
Yeah, you do want one in your opening hand for sure. That's actually a decent question. I would definitely go on the no side of it, but it's something to think about. That is, would you want your first ranger to not be drawing in general?
I mean, I think at some point it doesn't really matter too much because they're going to be clean very soon here by the time that they can sort of have the luxury of picking which side they want their journey token to be.
Yeah, at some point.
Your first one. I mean, if you have one on the opening, so it's not like there's that bad.
How clean is Nasmith?
That's I want to say like his third mercenary play.
Yeah, might be thinking about putting in a, say, gold here.
You also think about Humble and 2 changelings.
That's true.
That might be a little premature, but
what about a fun merchant ship deck? I don't believe in fun merchant ship decks because I'm boring. Oh, I don't know about any scoring. I mean, I think you just score with whatever.
I like the castles.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really a reason not to go for castles, I don't think. You have buy.
Castle's Fairground does look nice.
Yeah, I know there's Wolfgang, but like your Fairground, I mean, it still seems fine to me.
No, Nasmith did take the gold last turn like I suggested and dotted on it immediately, of course.
This is pretty sad for Mick. I guess you just take the farming.
Yeah. You have Cursed Village. If you wanted a 4th, you could take it. But...
yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, you don't have 10 castles in your deck. You have, well, yeah. First of all, there's 8. Second of all, you maul some things away.
Yeah. I mean, I can believe in sort of a whatever scoring. Which is to say,
I mean, I would not be afraid of castles on this board.
Yeah, I don't think. Or rather, what I'm trying to say is in the castles versus provinces, I don't know that the castles actually keep up with the provinces, and I think you can take 8 of either. So...
I mean, they're not worthless if you're also planning on getting fairgrounds. Like, if you take an extra 5 uniques and get some fairgrounds.
Yeah. The main issue with castles is if your opponent starts going provinces, they can probably take 8. And are you going to be scoring enough quick enough to keep up with that?
I don't know. I don't think 8 is super fast here. Like, you don't have any payload ramp.
Yeah, but you do have...
like, the best payload ramp is buying castles and taking the free changelings.
I think you should have quite a bit of consistency, though, for, like, a double. That is 16. Diluted is not terribly unpleasant, I guess. Okay, so now Nasmith's moving towards the merchant ship stuff. Mick is maybe thinking about trashing a merc here.
That seems better than playing the merchant ship already.
Maybe you'd rather... Huh.
Nick apparently wants his journey token down to start, so
Yeah.
there you go.
This might be like a merchant ship, borrow and then merchant ship changeling.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, apparently.
Immediate undo.
I'll spray the Curse Village, I assume.
Has decided he wants to play the Ranger. Okay.
I mean, is Merchant Ship Changeling better than Humble 2 Changelings?
Apparently so.
I mean, gold seems like a fine card.
This is
on this board.
Quite a bad card, or quite a bad turn for Nasmith.
Mm-hmm. Well, he will get to buy another gold, I guess.
We've seen trashing hexes. I don't think we've seen, like, fear haunting, so my guess is this is a merchant ship play, although he might try to track that.
I mean, yeah. This is the nice thing about talking and not playing, is that, you can just trust the player to be doing things like counting hexes.
Yeah, I think it's like envious, fear, and haunting.
That sounds right. I don't remember seeing any of those. Gold.
Fear might be gone. I haven't actually been tracking that closely.
I mean, there's definitely poverty, but...
He was deluded, which is what pushed the gold. Yeah, Mick got poverty with one estate in hand.
So next Ranger needs food here, or Merc needs food here.
I don't know if it's...
Take that Humble and smash it next turn. I'm just gonna keep talking about getting the changelings out of the crumble.
You just want the changelings.
I just want the changelings. I mean, they look pretty good now,
Yeah. I might be trying to put in, like, farming villages right now.
Well... that's the thing, is that you need more... If you're going to keep going on this merchant ship payload journey, then you need...
It's gonna be Cursed Village Changeling. Yeah, there's Fear. Let's see if I got them all right. I'm guessing we are going to see all three, so... Merchant ship. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you buy copper. Like, you want to get rid of that other copper, so... Yeah. It's another merchant ship. Yeah, I don't really understand the taking merch... Well, I mean, the merchant ships take less terminal space. Okay. It's pretty much their only advantage over Exponenter.
And then the last one I thought was Haunting, so we'll see. Crack deck tracking. How much money did Mick have? 8 or improving to 10? Maybe a little bit worried about Nasmith's just out potentialing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I prefer gold as payload to merchant ship. Like, Mick's deck is seriously going to be overdrawing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Nasmith's is that much less consistent that it's going to be enough for Mick to get there.
Yeah, I am liking your changeling plan right now for Nasmith.
Yeah,
I have to say.
He could make good use of those.
Do this Humble 2 changelings and like I don't know, Cursed Village.
I mean, I don't think I would touch Chris Village's hand.
It's just haunting.
It's
just haunting.
Oh, it's just haunting. Oh, we saw this already.
Humble Castle is just like a curse, except that it gets you 2 changelings afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And some points, everyone likes points from the
yeah, you get one point, right?
Well, I think you keep it and then just trash it. Like, I wouldn't want to leave it on top of the pile.
Yeah, that's true. You get 1 changeling out of it, and then another when you trash it. Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about the Wolf Den points right now. Right. Second Tormentor and 2 farming villages. It's kind of this really strange hybrid-looking thing.
Yeah, don't know.
He's alternating.
He needed the second tormentor at some point, I guess, for points. But.
Yeah, it feels like Naismith is alternating between playing the draw to X thing and then the not draw to X thing.
So Mick is overdrawing here by about 8.
Well, I'm definitely liking the gold. Mick is way down on economy.
Yeah, merchantship is just it's not a good card.
It's sad.
It's true. It's true what the people say about it.
Yeah, Naismith is 15. Actually, a little bit. Depends on the mercenary play. Maybe 14. I'm not exactly sure how mercenary works right now without thinking too much about it. This changeling needs to be for merchantship.
Yeah, definitely.
Greed.
Yeah, the hexes will definitely start to do some funny things with the score in the end game.
Just be Locust could potentially be a 6-point drop.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely prefer
or it could just be a 3-point increase.
Yeah, that's also true. 6-point increase. Yeah, you cycle through them again. I guess it was greed and not fear. Darn. Had them wrong.
No, greed was at the top of the new deck. Was it? No.
No, it was misery.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. Sad.
You got weird.
Do you like your Humble Crumble Changeling plan here?
Mm-hmm. Just grab a village and do that.
That province seems early to me. By quite a bit.
Maybe by a turn, I don't know, quite a bit.
I guess it's settling for something like a consistent double, but I'm not sure that the...
I mean, that seems fine given how far behind Mick is on payload here, like...
Yeah. I'm not sure how consistent it actually is, though.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah. This is the second or third time Naismith has seen an opening hand like this where the imp has to do something.
Like, Mick's ramping at, like, $3 a turn.
We kept wanting more villages, and here's why.
It's also, getting that diluted is very nice.
I guess it's not the worst stud ever with getting a province, but... Poverty's a positive, mostly. Should do castles, fairgrounds. I mean, Mick should do whatever Mick needs to do. That sounds...
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Mick, I'm thinking about fairgrounds here. Because, like, buying a province here is not... I'm not feeling great about that.
You move buy from wharf to merchant ship. That would make merchant ship too powerful compared to wharf. And how much can Mick do if he just keeps trying to hit Naismith with hexes? If you buy something like a Tormentor farming village, and changing for a Tormentor here. Try to go up to 4 hexes each turn. If you're looking at castles, fairgrounds, you're looking at a longer game anyways, would be the idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely your way forward if you're going to do that. Although, being diluted here kind of precludes you from doing that sort of thing. But yeah, you can take a
minor issue. You can just ignore the diluted and buy action
just grab the cards anyways. Yeah. Province Changeling Copper is just worse than Province Humble Crumble.
Buy... No, you can't buy action, so you couldn't buy small, right? Why are there still far more physical game players than online? Nobody knows how many physical game players there are. I mean, people buy it and it sells however many copies, but you just have no idea.
So I have to ask RGG to like put a little card in each box that says, if you are playing this game, please email us.
Yeah, you need to go report that you're playing. Winter Kingdom. Winter Kingdom is great. Better game than Dominion, and you should all be buying it because it's a better game than Dominion. There we are. There's your advertising.
I can't believe they didn't put that on the box, you know. Gold, silver.
Changeling.
Gold, silver, changeling. Alright.
Yeah, you can find images. It has like this sort of cartoonish art, but not really cartoonish. We're going fairgrounds now as Mick. I think we're going still at whatever extends the game the longest is Mick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Naismith might have a little bit of a draw problem.
Yeah, I feel like he might want that, like, second ranger pair.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it feels like this turn's getting close to top decking an imp, which I guess isn't so bad. Imp plus 2 rangers, plus whatever you can get out of Cursed Village. I saw that province on top.
I mean, now that Naismith sees that Mick is going for the long game, he can obviously do, like, you know, province and stuff now.
Yeah.
It's not like he's just locked into buying the maximum amount of VP that he can. Well, Mick is going for the long game in that he didn't buy province last turn, so...
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that undo. Yeah, I'm not a great fan of that undo either, but I think it hurts Naismith more than it actually helps him. Possibly. Like, is 15 versus 13 that big a deal here? Leaving a province on top?
Well, getting war is pretty nice. But, yeah. Unpredictable, obviously.
I might try to put in at least one farming village here. Yeah. And there. Yeah, don't leave that province on top. Should have kept the imp play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that province would have instead been a village with a ranger right on top. Something like that.
Oh, that sounds pretty nice.
No, it's a unfortunate turn for Envy to be hitting.
Yeah. Should make another ranger. Yeah, he needs more pies for this thing that he's doing.
Does he really? I'm just gonna be
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that. He needs a 4th buy.
Yeah, maybe. Which could make this like a Ranger farming village if he wants to go that way, or if he's looking at castles, just start on those. At some point, this deck is going to just die if it greens. Which does make a second Ranger pair appealing. Yeah, you called that one.
Yeah, just take the gold here. This one's kind of borderline friendly.
Cursed Village, Farming Village is fine. Game seems more or less even. Yeah, I might even favor Mick a little bit. Well, I do not like that merchant ship over gold.
Mm-hmm. Like what? Is he going to start buying cursed villages again? That seems...
Yeah, that's
ill-advised.
That's a strange one to me. Omens.
The old Omens Locust combo.
That's a disappointing one. See that? Nasmith even gained points off of it. Let's see. One changing over there and 3 buys means piles are probably not that much of a concern. Though Mick probably can't beat, or Mick isn't buying provinces here because he can't really beat a double if he doubles. So yeah, I'm not terribly opposed to that. Mick. 4 castles. Although maybe you'd want a village to go with. I was looking at provinces. Okay.
Province, fairgrounds, farming,
Ranger.
Yeah.
Is there anything that can be trashed next turn that would help to reach 24? I don't think so.
I don't know about this Ranger. That seems a little...
Ranger is like a consistency. Merc trashing random stuff hits 24, yeah. That's true. Well, Merc trashing either Farming Village or Ranger is... a 24.
Definitely buy copper, I think.
Yeah. Maybe believe in that. Although it could also wait until next turn, really. And dud. See that? Mick adds green and immediately duds. Just like I promised. Not that that was really the reason, but... don't know that envy was enough to stop the double on Nasmith's side, but I guess you just feel like you're screwed if there was a double anyways.
Yeah, I think you just gotta buy the province. Well,
I think
I don't know what fairgrounds are.
I think that could have been a fairground, especially since fairgrounds would also be a minus wolf den.
Mm-hmm.
The province was too.
Well, you have to figure you're going to get more than one province in the game state, otherwise you're dead.
Yeah. More of a buying time thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is there yet? I think so. Alright, if you trash Cursed and Farming Village, no. What's on top? 2 curses? Yeah, so this doesn't make it. You can't actually draw those 2 curses, you can only flip them over, so you can't trash them with Mercenary. So that's funny.
Still pretty happy to be able to flip them over.
Yeah. Single province fine for Nasmith. Well, I mean, I guess you do it and hope for the best.
Yeah, the 2 provinces to merge in would be wonderful. I love doing that.
Mick would be trying to buy, like, province and 2 fairgrounds, or province fairgrounds, 2 duchies, or any number of these things.
I mean, is not province safe? I mean, Mick can double if he draws. I don't think taking the province is bad for you, even if it's not like safe.
2 fairgrounds maybe would be your alternative.
I mean, how many uniques does he want to?
So it's got to be at least
9, 10. I think it's 10 exactly. 11, I guess, once you take the fairgrounds.
So yeah, it's province ranger. Mick with a province and a fairgrounds and 2 duchies might be fine, or...
Yeah, Mick can score buying silver or trashing silver.
Fear discards a tormentor. Mick can make a score with a copper also.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. I would guess that Mick can probably get there this turn. Without actually counting anything.
He has some terminal space issues, I think, is the only thing. But
I guess the draw might be a little bit short. I mean, surely you just try to draw on from here. Maybe you're thinking if there's a better way to do that that gets the Cursed Village played. No, here's your terminal space issues. That's right, because he didn't have any of the merchant ships in duration.
Mm-hmm.
How much money? 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 plus a borrow. 18 can go Province, Fairgrounds, Copper. I'm gonna buy Copper. There's lots of buys.
Trash Copper and Silver.
I don't see why you trash Copper and Silver. You can buy Copper easily enough.
Yeah.
What would a Province, Fairgrounds? That's 13. Copper, Silver would be... What are his Fairgrounds at? Looks like 1 VP short to me also.
We definitely just play the Tormentor here.
Yeah. Diluted's nothing. I guess if you trash Copper Silver, that gets you at 17. Should be Province, Fairgrounds, and then what?
I mean, you can trash Copper Silver without affecting the uniques because you can buy double Copper.
Or buy a state, as it were. If you get 18 with a Copper Silver trash, I think it would be there, but... You're stuck at 17 if you do that, isn't it? I don't think there's much in the way of consistency plays that mean anything right now. You can trash a silver... Wait, no, you can trash a silver merchant ship. Play merchant ship. That's down money, though. Yeah, it's 2 fewer coins. Silver merchant ship, okay. It puts you at 16. And then you can still be 1 VP short because you can't buy 2 estates. Xerix is probably talking right now. My connection is so bad that I can't hear him.
No, I'm not talking.
Oh,
you're just doing a really good job of summarizing the game states now.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah, hi Truffles. I'm still here for you. Don't worry. Yeah, I guess you just buy some Fairgrounds. Like,
Yeah.
him having that silver in the deck unpaired was really bad. He I think, needed to take another silver over one of those Rangers.
You could have taken like an Urshin over it.
Yeah, or Urchin would have been fine too. I don't know. I think I think playing for having 2 silvers in the final deck was fine.
Yeah. 2 Fairgrounds. I can imagine an Urchin right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if Nasmith just gets there. I'm guessing yes.
Does look pretty good for him.
Yeah. Yeah,
there it is.
So Nasmith is up to 2 out of 5.5. And we'll get the next start, and I will mute stuff and be back because it has been an hour and a half.
Well, I'll be right back. So. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like Courtier donate for Mick. Engineer donate being the other line. Yeah, that seems fine. Engineer donate is probably worse than Courtier, but still not so much that it outweighs the FPA, I would say. Yeah, I agree with Staff Flick. Since you start with the heirloom, it's like you ran pretty fast off the Courtier after donating. Keeps pouch, which I guess you have to do. I mean, people are welcome to discuss what they want in Kingdom Analysis, but yeah, I don't really see the other lines.
Let's see what's been happening.
They have managed to open, so that's pretty good.
So it's a Courtier open and a Treasure Maps open. Okay.
So that is an accurate summary of the game to this point. Does Mick take Humble? I would take Humble. I don't know if Mick's going to do it. It doesn't really seem like a Mick thing to do.
Yeah, Mick's not a big fan of Humble ever, so... Keeps
I don't know about keeping the copper.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, I don't really know how you build a real deck, given that there's no draw, so... It's the crown. Yeah.
I guess
pretty good, since you can't guarantee drawing that.
Best approximation of real deck is like Farmer's Market. But then maybe the other player just invests in those and then you do draw for them.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
invest is draw.
Invest is draw. You
except
can,
that
force your opponent to buy the cards.
Except that you can't invest in Province. What they really need on this board is Road Network.
Yeah, that would be spicy.
That would be something.
So what do you grab?
Like
with here.
Pillage. That seems bad, although I don't know.
Not if, yeah, I think it goes BV
Courtier. Mikko's Province Crown. That sounds good. Oh, this copper is still a little bit curious. Buy gold. That puts Humble Castle here.
Mm-hmm. Humble Courtier, I guess.
Best action castles. Exile an action card. You can do it.
It's good. Some good cost reduction.
On an action pile now. Makes Opulent only cost 4.
Well, that was weird. Mick just passed up a free gold with that sequence. Or not a free gold, I guess. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, okay. I guess Mick just provinces from here out then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are 2 small castles. I played this 3-player game like a month ago where I think it was with Gatekeeper. Somebody managed to exile both a small and an opulent. It was impressive. That they actually were just buying them. Okay. Nasmith's looking castles. Haunted would be tempting for me, as always, but I don't think it's any good for Mick. So this can be Haunted and Exile Opulent.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
That seems good. Come on, you need to invest in Opulent Castle. Opulent's not actually one that you particularly want in your deck for this deck, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah. Nasmith seems pretty one here.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think leaving castles uncontested was a wise move?
You take Sprawling. I think you take Sprawling over Province. Even not doing that, but... This would be like Action Coin, Gold, and get the next 2. Well, maybe you want Kings. Trashing Small's a little difficult.
I think he just trashed the small. I don't think Mick's gonna take kings, so...
Yeah.
I mean, not that he would really care if he did, but...
I don't see any scenario where this isn't action, coin, gold. Or coin, gold, buy, I guess, is the alternative if you don't want to play a small. What would you be using the buy for? Just keep going provinces.
The Mick will have the opportunity to buy kings. And
Yeah.
I guess you do.
No. You just have to hope Nasmith doesn't hit it. Otherwise you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Although you lose this way also, so...
Yeah. No, I think it's right to not take it. Yeah. Just hope that Nasmith never hits 10.
You're not going to be able to catch up on points if you take kings for 10. I guess Nasmith is thinking if he can take this province, so Mick could theoretically hit 13, possibly. Would be the concern.
Pretty hard, but...
If Mick hits 13, though, is it unnecessarily losing to be taking this province? Maybe. Certainly a duchy, and yeah, sure, a state. Now we're going to get into ugly decks. Nasmith actually misses duchy here, so Mick's going to just win here.
Dang. That's unexpected.
That was a
congratulations
turn.
to Mick.
Congratulations to Mick. He got his one game, and now we'll get 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
So that drops off the excitement we were about to be having. But now we get some games, I guess, for fun, not that the other ones aren't.
You know, it's a different kind of fun.
Different kind of fun. Remake.
It definitely would have been more exciting if the last one had wound up as a tie somehow, but... Yeah, what do we have here? This looks like you do a big cool thing.
It's just cool. The one thing that's a little bit awkward is payload, but Lighthouse Scavenger are fine.
Yeah. Definitely just fine to do those things.
Some silvers.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed remake bottom deck when we weren't watching, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you could just play with, like, a lot of treasure payload, really.
Yeah. I don't think there's any need to do this scavenger. You take Lighthouse over silver, sure. Okay. Potions are always a little bit of a decision in these ones.
I think it was maybe worth it to leave it.
Yeah. I don't know that demanding a workers' village is particularly better than a pool there, but...
Yeah, I don't even know that demanding a workers' village is like particularly better than a rabble. Or demanding an envoy. Or demanding a smithy. I guess demanding a smithy is just better than rabble for sure.
Yeah. Workers' village. Might demand lighthouse. Smithy. Alright. I guess I knew there was a workers' village down there, probably.
Mm-hmm. Play.
I think things have stopped being easy.
An option that you should play pool.
Apparently so. I might think about remaking Potion into Scepter right now, even. I don't know that you need that many pools.
I think I want more than 2.
Yeah.
I guess it's
3 though. You'd rather just be demanding the village and draw.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like pool. Demand a light. 2 lighthouses, okay. You know, 2 lighthouses is better than demand a lighthouse if you think you're going to draw.
Yeah, I think looking at that deck, like, you can be feel pretty good about your chances of drawing. I don't know what Warfrat is talking about. Like, everything is a verb in Dominion, as we all know. All the actions are verbs. Like lighthouse is, you know, the action of lighting a house.
Scavenge for cards, you can,
You can envoy the cards around.
You can force things. All the ways give us animals as verbs. Oh, there we go. Mick doesn't draw.
Oh. Should have demanded that lighthouse.
Should have demanded. Yeah, you smithy cards up into your hand. I'd remake the Potion into Scepter. That's just something I really want everybody to be doing, so,
Yeah, I was just thinking that you could go lighthouse to silver.
This game's actually getting to be where Mick might be able to win this turn. Like, you can remake something into a potion. And something into a workers' village. And I don't know if there's I don't know if there's anywhere near that much money, but
it seems plausible. Given that, what did we do last turn?
Scepter is great because
copper and silver. So
Scepter is great because unlike Potion, it gives 2 coins. All right. Nasmith apparently fears the win enough to buy a province. So.
Yeah, Mick's looking a little light on the payload here.
Yeah.
Guess it's a remake.
Time to be remaking things into scepters. And then they can turn into golds next turn. Or this turn.
Yeah. Just be this turn.
Well, if it's going to be this turn, then you put them into rabble.
You could also flip them into duchy.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess it has to be rabble. If you're going that way.
Yeah. Alright, Mick takes scepter so I can be happy.
Make chat reader confirmed.
Listener.
Yeah. He's got doing, speech to text so he can read it while talking.
That's interesting. The second scepter didn't give money. Or it didn't show in the log. Whatever that means. Just doesn't show in the log, yeah. It gave money, but it didn't show in the log. There. That's how you say it in English. Can Naismith think about a win here? I do like silver to potion. Do like no, yeah, it's a lot of work. You would need to somehow have more cards than something. See, everybody's getting scepter now. Of course, this turn the two scepters are just going to turn into gold, but
still better than silver. You can't remake silver into gold.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could also just remake like Smithy into scepter.
Yeah.
And something else.
Let's see, Smithy to scepter, scepter to gold is your guess.
Mm-hmm.
Workers' Village. Next turn we'll be able to hit 16, remaking the scepters. Demand, I don't know.
You might. So if that had to be a duchy. Maybe not.
Yeah, costing 5 is a good thing here, for sure. Smith runs around on scepters.
He suggested buying scepters again, gaining scepters.
That was for Mick, not Naismith. I guess Mick won't be able to just double province and not worry this turn, which is sort of annoying.
You can maybe do. I mean, you can definitely do.
Yeah, he can do a fair number of duchies.
Yeah.
And I think one province is certainly safe. I would not play all the white houses so fast. You might want to take him to silver. I think it's 4 costs that are getting trashed this turn.
Yeah, I feel like you just...
Separate a gold smithy to duchy, something like that. Nope, just both to gold. Province, demand.
Just smithy.
Has to be just smithy, right? The village, leave a win open. There's enough junk, I don't know that I'd be wanting Envoy. It just seems liable to miss the card that you want. Let's see, if Nasmith can get a potion here and draw it, this could be a win.
I don't think you can draw much anything.
Like if he trashes copper or silver to potion and draws the potion, I guess that would only tie. And it would only tie.
You could just, like, take some touchies.
No, it wouldn't tie. You can annex. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a 50-50 to win. So this goes to potion, right? Or am I just like not? No, I'm not emptying the workers' village that way. No win.
Yeah, I was wondering where you got the money.
Yeah, I was only seeing 2 workers' villages in the pile.
He's going for it anyways. Which...
Well, it's a lot more than 1 short. It's like 4 short, isn't it?
It's 1 unit of 4 short.
Yeah. One workers' village short.
I mean, now he can just buy province and scepter the potions into duchies.
No, you scepter the potions into duchies there. I don't know about the annex. I guess you have to take the annex, because otherwise Mick can do the same thing and you lose when he buys annex.
Yeah. On the other hand, you just... Well, you can probably still hit 8 next turn. Maybe, I don't know. It's tricky.
This would be no province. Mick can double though, right?
Yeah.
Now Mick just doubles. So that looked like a problem for Nasmith either way.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything he could do against Mick drawing.
Okay. Mick makes it 2. On to game 5, which once again has Urchin. Village Green's sort of I don't know. You have to trash anyways, so you probably do urchin anyways.
I don't think you want to do develop for trashing.
You don't want to do pure develop at least. Opens potion on 5 was interesting.
Yeah, I definitely would have grabbed the minion.
Yeah.
I mean, Mini is looking really good on this board. But
village beans do look great. Motorcycles. Both seem to have settled in a bit. Will Mick ever plays mercenary right here? Nope. Never. Never gonna play the mercenary.
They're just both skipping mercenary.
Mick is seeing much more of his deck during Nasmith's turns than he is during his own, which is a problem. Okay.
Yeah, that seemed pretty over.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that.
Mick had at least had enough of that. Which, for a game that's maybe not mattering as much. This is a 5. Oh, both 5/2s are quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting Party Peasant always has its appeal.
On 4, just grab quarry. I don't know about the quarry.
Temple instead.
Yeah, I agree.
Think about that at least.
Like, you don't have the buy in the deck now, so...
Although, you're gonna be reaching... Well, you'd be hoping to reach Soldier this turn, so you buy the Temple now, and then don't have the supposed terminal issue.
It seemed sort of likely enough to not collide there.
Yeah,
it's fine.
No, I think they were actually guaranteed not to collide with the Hunting Party play.
Were they? That doesn't make sense.
So the Hunting Party play would draw a card when it would draw up to one of them. Either the Temple or the Soldier.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That doesn't make sense, yeah.
Mick bought a peasant over a hunting party at some point.
Well, you got that quarry, like,
Yeah.
No, you need the peasant in the deck. You gotta keep it in.
Now this can be... I'm not sure about Crown. But why are they skipping Witch? They're skipping Witch because they'd, I guess, just rather get the Travelers in. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Crown with the Disciple in deck. But...
I mean, crowning the Disciple would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think Witch is ever better than Hunting Party.
Still really want a Temple.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know really at this point. Hunting Party is just so good.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of, like, spits at these junk cards.
Just have everything.
Nasmith needs the peasant back now.
Sure. I think this is pretty clear on no teacher. The only thing that's really lacking is buy. That has to be from Peasant, which is a little unpleasant, but oh well.
Yeah, I mean, you're lacking terminal space a little bit because it's hard to get the buy from Peasant and to, like, do what you want to do with Witch, which is to, like, get out the entire curse pile in, like, 2 turns. So I would at least think about teacher, but
The,
you don't.
The other nice thing teacher might be able to do long term is let you do a bit more of which soldier. But,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or cardinal soldier, I suppose.
Cardinal could get pretty mean there.
Take out disciples.
Yeah, take out hunting parties.
Alright, so this will be card on hunting party for Mick, most likely. Maybe you just take the last one. Nope. Thinking about pathfinding crown instead. Or maybe regretting the pathfinding buy.
Pathfind crown sounds alright.
Yeah. Right.
Feels like Nasmith has more hunting parties.
Yeah, Nasmith's running through the deck, but looking at this hand, I'm a little bit happy to have pathfinding on crown, although I don't know that it's going to find anything. No, it's not a teacher board. Although the crown split might be about to be that uneven also.
Yeah, I mean, this
is just one deck is
sure
doing everything.
I am blaming it on mixed quarry, which seems sort of anti-tempo.
Although looking at Nasmith's deck, that Nasmith doesn't have a 4 means that maybe any 4 would have been not great.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Nasmith bought the second peasant instead.
Mick is done, but
yeah.
Mick won, so just despite losing this last game, that's a championship win for Mick.
Yeah.
Thanks for commentating with me today.
My pleasure. Yeah,
congratulations
again
to Mick as I talk over you for the probably 20th time. So
that's all good. It's
anyways. That's a win for Mick, so see you all.